cold winter here at the moment. That's why I wore the long pants.
Yeah.
Right. No, is anyone from here?
Fantastic club.
Germany. So this is the Ulu Sea Bar, and it's inspired off the Ulu crossing down the Daly River. So those of you who don't know what the Daly River is, it's about 2 hours or 230 kilometres southwest of Darwin. All right, and it's quite a significant river system for a couple of reasons. The first one is it's a system that's never been known to run dry. It's fed off up to about 7 natural springs. It's also home to 98 species of fish, 12 species of reptile, and it also has a spiritual connection to 12 Aboriginal families in the area. All right, so that being said, if this was the Daly River, anyone's Roy, but you're right, it is a barramundi. All right, and he's one of our little males. Can you tell me what this noise is? Surely you know what that is.
Didn't get his finger.
It's a very scientific term. It's called a boof. What the fish is actually doing is opening its mouth as wide and as fast as it can. It's causing a suction and implosion. All right, so it's taking whatever it's going after and it's sucking it back into a second set of jaws. All right? Notice pharyngeal jaws, and these jaws are made up of crushing plates. All right, so if they miss, which not all the time, but if they miss, there's enough force there that they can either stun or kill their prey, whatever they're going for. All right, so I know these ones are males. Do you know why I know they're males? Because of their size, that's right. Okay, so that being said, what is the minimum size? 55, very good. Do you know what? Right, no worries. What happens is, barramundi take about 4 to 6 years, and they get to around 70, 80 centimetres. Right? And then they'll move down into the estuary, into a river mouth, and they'll mix in salt water. They need that salt water, and then they'll turn into females. So the 55 centimetre limit is so they can get 1 season to breed as a male. All right? Because all barramundi are born male. All right? There you go, we'll get another one out. Tell you what, I'll hold one underwater, everyone be quiet, and you hear it thud. All right? So that's what fishermen are listening for. All right? The reason that you're getting that loud whack is because they're taking in a bit of air at the top. All right, you want more? Anyone got any questions on our barramundi? No? A female can, over a breeding season, can release up to, on average, 32 million eggs. All right? But not even 1% of those will make it through to adulthood. Okay? So it's more of a numbers game. And then the little barra, after about 24 hours, they're actually a fully formed fish. All right? And when they're about 5 to 50 centimetres, 5 mil to 5 centimetres, they'll hang around your mangrove areas. All right? And then some of them will move up into your fresh water, and some will stay in the salt water. Alrighty. Okay. Alright, so what he's actually doing is similar to the barramundi, but he's taking a mouthful of water, alright, and he's slapping his gill cover shut. Alright, he's also got a groove on the roof of his mouth, and he pushes his tongue up and it forms a barrel, and they can be accurate up to 1.5 meters. There you go. Alright, but they can shoot up to anywhere up to 6 metres. Alright, see all this overhanging branches here? This is what's known as the riparian zone, okay? So if the food source in the water gets low, the archer fish can subsidise its diet by shooting for small insects and fruits and berries and getting a feed that way. You see them get one more? It's quite a special talent they have, but it's not something they're born with. They have to pair up with an adult, and they learn on the job sort of style. There you go. The other thing too about it is his lips are above the water, his eyes are below the water. They have what's known as binocular vision, alright? And they have to take into account the natural light hitting the water and its bends. It's called refraction. Alright, so they're quite an intelligent fish. They're also been known to have facial recognition. I don't know where he's going. We've got 2 bullies here. Have you got any questions on the archers? These are our 7-spot archer fish, by the way. Got any more? Yes. Yep. No, mate. No, and there's no $1 million tags on these ones either. Yellow, if you know what they're called? Tarpon, right? Or oxeye herring, or bony fish. Alright, now they're quite a good fighting fish if you're a fisherman, but they're what's known as a biological indicator. Alright, so what in our wet seasons up here, we get our torrential rain. The rain hits the water, breaks it up, it puts oxygen into the water. Not so. Right, let's wait clean of what they know scientifically. Here you go, mate. I'm going to point out his eyes are located just here, and directly behind his eyes he's got these 2 holes that he blows water out. See? These are called spiracles. See that? Because of where his mouth is located, which is underneath his body, directly under his eyes, he'll smother his food, he'll suck in the fish or whatever he's going for, but he'll also suck in sand, rocks, twigs, whatever's there. He'll grab the meat in his jaws. There you go. Alright. But he'll also use those spiracles to flush out anything that he can't use. Now, it's something that they can also reverse. It's a filtration system. What are you doing to him? They really are a gentle giant. They're a beautiful animal. What doesn't a lot to know about them? People interfere them. I don't have any interfere because I'm not part of their diet. And they don't have anything to use from me. So if they stop swimming, they can't really breathe, but they can reverse those spirits, taking their fresh water, and they've got a row of gills underneath their body. There you go, there's going to be a good spot. Alright, so we've got 2 males and 2 females in here, and the way you pull them apart is at the base of the tail, is where the male has these 2 class of things, alright? Because they're part of the Elasmobranch family, which also includes swordfish and sharks and skates. There's a foot running on it. Yes, they do have a barb. The barb is located at the base of the tail. A little bit different to the marine cousins. The barb's just here. The marine cousins are about halfway down towards 3/4 centimetres.
Maybe some people might want to sit down if they want to. It's up to you.
Yeah.
J. Cepetan. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, we're all ready to go. Alrighty, this is Fingers, everyone. So say good day, Fingers. Hi, Fingers. So Fingers is just a baby saltwater crocodile. But we've been trying. Just need to be quiet, folks. Okay, so everybody can listen. So look, at the moment we've been doing a lot of crocodile talks. The reason why is we're getting down to around 2 to 3 crocodile deaths a year now in Australia. Okay, and what's happened?
So these guys have what we call a set routine. So every time they come out, they're coming to the same spots. They're meant to anyway. That brings in these 2 little ones. So they are meant to just go to these front perches, but they did discover that there's nectar hidden around in other spots. It's all about my timing, really. We want to make sure that they're getting it fairly consistently, because if they aren't sort of getting it, it's same thing. You're like, no, we can do a bit of a loop. That's it. And try to keep it in here. I don't really want to reward when he's going out the back like that, or landing as well, because we're trying to do that eating on the wing. So because he's just landed, I don't want to reward that, so I'm going to wait him out for a second, get a bit of a loop, and now I'll cue him. My cue is pretty much that fake throw first stuff. It's just sort of me telling him that I'm ready. Are you? Now I've lost him. Oh, there he is. I think he landed for that one, so ooh, nice and low. There we go. Again. Come on. Oh, just doing some low flights today. That's nice. Everyone getting a good view of you. What we're sort of acknowledging. There we go. And again. Oh, we got that one. Good. So here's our fishing kite as well. So we also demonstrate how you can snatch food from the surface of the water here. These ones he will occasionally land on because they are bigger bits. But same thing, we still won't reward that because it isn't really what we're chasing. Wait him out. I might push him a little bit further now. Come on. There we go. It's also a bit of fun. They're quite an agile bird, so especially with these pond pieces, you can get some quite cool twists and turns happening out of them. Like that. Come on, one more bit and then I'll send you home. He likes that perch up there. About a pea's worth. Something a little bit more, like a little jump like that's a mealworm. But if we're going to start pushing it a bit more, we're like right in front of the crowd and we'll get a jump as well, that's when the meat comes into play. Oh, good. Very good. Now with those jumps, you do have to be careful. Because I said she will test you. That's it. She will sometimes fake it like she's ready, but then she'll just wait for it to land on the ground. Oh, very good. So if that is the case, if she waits for it to land, we basically have to dive on that food and try to beat her to it. Because if she gets that reward on the ground, again, it's rewarding that of like, oh, if I just wait. No, that's a leaf. I didn't actually throw that. There we go. Let's go over here. So yeah, if she's getting it off the ground, she's just like, well, if I just wait, that's an easier option. I don't have to bother jumping. Good. Ready? Whoop. Oh no! Oh, she got it! So sometimes she does beat us. Admittedly, that was a pretty bad throw on my end. Come on. Up you go. Let's try that again and I'll see if I can beat you if you do it. Ready? That's better. That was a nice high one too. So we'll start calling it quits here. Now she has a fixed entrance, fixed exit, so everything in between this sort of up to us. She's always coming in along that path, and she's always going home when she's been fed on that rock. And make sure, again, it's that clear message to her for when we want the long flights, when we want those following on behaviours. Hello, so this here's Matty, our pretty little girl. So we're trying to do a bit of a momentum thing, so when we're sort of slow, that's when we're encouraging that sort of following on perch hopping behaviour. Maybe. I haven't really worked with her for a little while, so there we go. So that's one. We don't want to do this too often though without a reward. So we do a max of 3 sort of perch hops before we reward it. Doesn't have to be 3 though. Oh, righto, up there. Now we'll see if I'll get her come back down without me sort of calling her. This is also good because it means you can get a bit more out of her without using all your treats up. Coming? No, not really. Go. So that is one. Let's see if I can get her over here, but follow on a bit. That's 2. I'm going to get her up here. That's 3. And I'll call it a god for a treat there, just because I can't reach her up there. Cool. Now I'll send her up there and I'll see if I can get a bit of a long flight. So bringing that momentum into it, sort of going a bit faster, not looking at her either. Tell me if she's coming though. Good. I think we're getting better at the water flights compared to our follow-ons now. That's good, it's good for our fitness doing those as well. Good. Now where can we send her? Let's do some sending. That's a little hot, but I won't really count that. Can I go up here? So when I cue it, that's when I have to reward it. If you're not cueing and she's following on, that's when you don't have to. No, this one. There we go. Oh, that's a pea, you don't want that. Bit of a not meat eater, this one. Pea's not very good. Now I'm going to point her up to this one. And now this is when she knows she can go home. When she's up there, I'm just going to point up into that tree and she heads on home.
In the NT we have the northern species, so the NT quolls, and these guys are actually critically endangered, so in the wild there's not many left, there's only about 4% of the original population, and that's mainly during Kanto till cats and
That's very cool. I love this one.
Yep. Wait.
If it's a silver glider, why is it? It's not.
Well, look at this. Oh, look.
Here. Oh my, he's on the line. He's on the line.
Oh, this. Oh my, we can spot this one. Oh, yeah. What is it?
Under there. But I cannot.
Oh my gosh.
Right, so Australia is a continent that is very, very rich when it comes to diversity of cultures. It is practically impossible for one person to live and see all the reptile species that are found in Australia. That is how big the diversity of reptiles is in Australia. Reptiles are the most successful group of animals in Australia and in the world at large. Unfortunately, very little attention is given to these scary creatures. Most people want to study, they want to study things like and the remnant of a hippo. So exactly when we have got the remnant of a limb, we have got the remnant of a hippo as well. All the other groups of snakes, we have lost that. They are the only group of snakes that has got parental care. They lay eggs. They are all python species are egg layers. They lay eggs and they will take care of their eggs until they hatch. But once they hatch, babies become independent. Right. Do you mind if I bring the python around here so you can see where the eggs used to be? This is a remnant of a limb, of a leg. Long back before snakes lost their limbs, this used to be a limb right there, where the tail begins. You see that?
Yeah.
Right there, perfect. So they are the only group of snakes that has that remnant of a limb. They've got long tails. So the long tail acts as an elevated vehicle. They've got long hind limbs. As you can see, she's got very, very long hind limbs, right? Do you think she is a good climber?
Yes.
Yes, she's a very, very good climber. They actually spend most of their time up in the canopy trees. I'll explain that to you. Right, as you can see, she's got, see how long those are, how long twin neck lizards get killed by fire every year. So we get a lot of late dry season fires. At this time of the year, we get lots of fires. So the higher you are, the better are the chances of you surviving a bushfire. You are getting away from bad heat. Number two, they are only active during the wet season because they are an insect form. They eat